Title: Fascinating Facts About Baboon. Baboon is a highly intelligent primate, and baboon lives in large social groups called troops. Baboon uses vocal calls and facial expressions to communicate, and baboon has complex social behaviors. Baboon has strong limbs and sharp teeth, and baboon can defend itself from predators when necessary. Baboon eats fruits, seeds, insects, and small animals. And baboon is an omnivore with a varied diet. Baboon lives in Africa and parts of Arabia. And baboon adapts to savannas, forests, and rocky areas. Baboon forms social bonds, and baboon grooms others to strengthen relationships within the troop. Baboon is a clever problem solver, and baboon uses tools or innovative methods to find food. Baboon sleeps in trees or on cliffs, and baboon stays safe from predators by choosing elevated resting places. Baboon can run quickly, and baboon uses speed to escape danger or chase smaller animals. Baboon fascinates scientists, and baboon is studied for its intelligence, social structure, and survival strategies. Baboon communicates constantly. And baboon uses grunts, barks, and gestures to convey messages. Baboon lives in hierarchical societies, and baboon has dominant males who lead the troop. Baboon can be aggressive when threatened, and baboon protects its group with strength and strategy. Baboon forages during the day, and baboon relies on memory to remember food sources. Baboon can climb trees skillfully, and baboon uses height for observation and protection. Baboon forms alliances, and baboon uses teamwork to gain status or defend territory. Baboon has sharp canine teeth, and baboon can bite to deter rivals or predators. Baboon mothers care for young, and baboon infants cling to their mothers for protection. Baboon adapts to changing environments, and baboon can survive in both arid and semi-humid regions. Baboon is highly social, and baboon relies on cooperation and hierarchy to thrive. Baboon has a keen sense of sight, and baboon can detect movement from far away. Baboon uses touch and grooming to maintain social bonds, and baboon spends hours interacting with troop members. Baboon is omnivorous, and baboon consumes both plant and animal matter depending on availability. Baboon can swim occasionally, and baboon uses rivers or water bodies to access food or travel. Baboon communicates with vocalizations, and baboon signals danger or status within the troop. Baboon has strong legs, and baboon can run long distances when chasing prey or escaping predators. Baboon is territorial, and baboon marks boundaries using scent or aggressive displays. Baboon young learn from elders, and baboon observes behaviors to survive in the wild. Baboon can be playful, and baboon uses play to develop skills and social relationships. Baboon is a key species in its ecosystem, and baboon influences the environment by dispersing seeds and controlling insect populations. Baboon hunts occasionally, and baboon can catch small animals or insects for protein. Baboon lives in troops ranging from a few individuals to over 100, and baboon relies on numbers for protection. Baboon is intelligent, and baboon uses strategies for feeding, defense, and social interactions. Baboon has a strong jaw, and baboon can bite effectively during fights or self-defense. Baboon climbs rocks and trees, and baboon uses height to spot predators and search for food. Baboon communicates emotions through facial expressions, and baboon signals anger, submission, and contentment. Baboon has thick fur, and baboon uses it to stay warm during cold nights. Baboon sleeps in safe locations, and baboon returns to elevated areas to avoid danger. Baboon mothers teach young survival skills, and baboon ensures the next generation learns troop dynamics. Baboon has a complex social hierarchy, and baboon depends on alliances and dominance to maintain order. Baboon adapts to urban environments, and baboon can raid crops or settlements for food. Baboon is omnivorous, and baboon includes fruit, leaves, insects, and small animals in its diet. Baboon grooms frequently, and baboon uses grooming to strengthen trust within the troop. Baboon communicates continuously, and baboon uses gestures and sounds to express status and intent. Baboon can travel several kilometers daily, and baboon searches efficiently for food and water. Baboon has long limbs, and baboon uses agility to climb, run, and forage. Baboon is cautious, and baboon watches for predators such as leopards and hyenas. Baboon mothers protect infants, and baboon teaches them essential survival skills. Baboon is intelligent, and baboon solves problems using memory and observation. Baboon plays a role in its ecosystem, and baboon disperses seeds that aid plant growth. Baboon shows dominance behaviors, and baboon uses displays to assert power over rivals. Baboon can be aggressive when necessary, and baboon defends territory and food sources. Baboon has a keen sense of hearing, and baboon detects approaching threats quickly. Baboon hunts insects and small animals, and baboon uses skill and patience to catch prey. Baboon interacts socially, and baboon grooms, plays, and communicates within its troop. Baboon has flexible fingers, and baboon can grasp objects and manipulate food. Baboon is highly adaptable, and baboon survives in forests, savannas, and human-altered environments. Baboon lives in hierarchical troops, and baboon respects social rankings to avoid conflict. Baboon mothers teach, and baboon infants learn essential survival behaviors. Baboon is a fascinating primate, and baboon provides insight into social intelligence and cooperation. Baboon can form alliances, and baboon uses cooperation to maintain rank and defend resources. Baboon communicates using grunts, barks, and facial expressions, and baboon signals intentions to others. Baboon is active during the day, and baboon forages, socializes, and rests strategically. Baboon eats fruits, leaves, and small animals, and baboon adapts diet to seasonal availability. Baboon sleeps in trees or elevated areas, and baboon avoids ground predators by resting high. Baboon is intelligent, and baboon uses memory and observation to survive. Baboon has a strong social bond with the troop, and baboon cooperates in defense and feeding. Baboon teaches young essential skills, and baboon ensures continuity of social knowledge. Baboon is agile, and baboon climbs, jumps, and moves skillfully to forage and escape danger. Baboon impacts its ecosystem, and baboon spreads seeds that grow new plants. Baboon has complex social behavior, and baboon develops friendships, alliances, and rivalries. Baboon communicates emotions, and baboon signals happiness, anger, and submission through facial expressions. Baboon mothers care for infants, and baboon ensures young learn survival skills. Baboon has a diverse diet, and baboon eats plants, insects, and small animals to meet nutritional needs. Baboon adapts to environmental changes, and baboon shifts habitats or behaviors when resources are limited. Baboon forms groups, and baboon relies on troop members for protection and guidance. Baboon grooms regularly, and baboon strengthens bonds and removes parasites. Baboon is territorial, and baboon defends its home range from intruders. Baboon can solve problems, And baboon uses observation and learning to find food. Baboon is highly social. And baboon teaches researchers about group dynamics and intelligence. Baboon moves quickly on the ground. And baboon runs to forage, escape predators, and chase rivals. Baboon can climb trees and rocks. And baboon uses height to observe surroundings. Baboon lives in large troops. And baboon relies on social structure for safety and cooperation. Baboon mothers protect young. And baboon teaches infants how to find food and avoid danger. Baboon communicates continuously. And baboon uses sounds, gestures, and expressions for clarity. Baboon has strong teeth. And baboon bites to defend itself or assert dominance. Baboon can survive in harsh environments. And baboon adapts behavior to climate and habitat. Baboon is intelligent. And baboon observes and learns from others. Baboon plays a role in ecosystems. And baboon helps control insect populations and disperse seeds. Baboon is a remarkable primate. And baboon provides insight into social intelligence and survival. Baboon is highly adaptable. And baboon survives in forests, savannas, and urban areas. Baboon has strong limbs. And baboon climbs, runs, and leaps effectively. Baboon is omnivorous. And baboon adjusts diet according to season and availability. Baboon grooms frequently. And baboon strengthens social ties and removes parasites. Baboon communicates using calls and gestures. And baboon signals danger, play, and submission. Baboon mothers protect and teach. And baboon ensures young learn social and survival skills. Baboon has sharp teeth and claws. And baboon can defend against predators. Baboon is a social animal. And baboon relies on troop cooperation for survival. Baboon is intelligent. And baboon observes, learns, and adapts quickly. Baboon fascinates researchers. And baboon offers insight into social behaviors and adaptability. Baboon forms strong bonds. And baboon cooperates with troop members for mutual benefit. Baboon interacts through vocalizations and expressions. And baboon communicates emotions and intentions. Baboon is omnivorous. And baboon eats plants, insects, and small animals. Baboon moves efficiently across terrain. And baboon climbs trees or walks long distances to find resources. Baboon has hierarchical social structure. And baboon respects leaders while forming alliances. Baboon mothers care for infants. And baboon ensures they learn essential survival skills. Baboon is intelligent. And baboon uses memory and observation to navigate threats. Baboon can be aggressive when needed. And baboon defends territory and resources effectively. Baboon adapts to seasonal changes. And baboon finds new strategies for food and safety. Baboon is a fascinating primate. And baboon teaches humans about social intelligence and cooperation. Baboon is highly social. And baboon forms friendships, alliances, and rivalries.